up, beautiful? I'm your girl, Kiki Ramsey, and I am so excited about today's topic. Today, we're going to be talking about the 5 coaching questions that will change your life forever. Yes, I do mean forever. It ain't just hype. So here's the deal. I am a executive coach and certified, by the way, and I'm also a positive psychologist, and I really believe in helping women succeed in life, succeed in your careers, succeed in your business. And that's where these questions actually come from. And so positive psychology, which is the framework in which I coach, is basically the study of what goes right with people. It's actually the scientific study of what makes you thrive, how to help you work within your strengths. And so I'm so excited about this new field of study because I'm telling you, our world needs something like this, especially right now during these times. And so I really wanted to kind of give you this basis of how to really ask yourself and even get to the questions that are going to be most significant and most important in your life. And so if you want to learn the 5 coaching questions that will change your life forever, stay tuned. Also, please subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and really hit that like button. And also, please hit the button to get notifications because I'm going to be doing these videos every single week because our world needs a little bit more positivity. So let's jump right into it. So the first question that you want to ask yourself, these are questions that you are asking yourself, which is, what do I want out of my life? What do I want out of my life? So here's the deal. If you don't know what you want out of your life, then chances are you won't get the kind of life that you deserve. I mean, just point blank, right? If you can't tell yourself what you want out of your life, chances are things are not going to go in the appropriate manner that you want. Because you got to know the destination, right? Like if you have this GPS, we all have our phones, we all have GPS, but if you know your destination, then you can actually put the address into your GPS and you can get there. But if you don't know the destination, then you will never ever get to that place in your life, right? So that's what I mean by knowing what it is that you want for yourself. When I asked myself this question a long time ago, like y'all, this was a long time ago because I'm telling you, I was in this process of really trying to figure out who Kiki Ramsey is, what Kiki Ramsey wanted to do with her life. It was a mess. It was a mess. And you might relate to me as well, right? You may be in a place where you're trying to find your purpose in life and really just trying to move to the next stage. And you might be like, Kiki, I really need this to happen in my life in order to be happy. Well, girlfriend, just hold on. I got you. I got you. Okay? So ask yourself what it is that you want. But here's what you need to do. You need to literally set some time aside for all 5 of these questions so that you can go deep. So much of our time is spent really taking care of other people, doing things for others, that we don't give ourselves the proper time to go over our goals, our dreams, and our aspirations. And so what I want you to do is I want you to just take some time, get a beautiful notebook. If you're anything like me, you probably got like 10 beautiful notebooks laying around, 10 beautiful journals laying around that you have not used because you just started and you stopped again. I know you, girl. I know you. So be like me and pick that journal up and take some time and sit with yourself. Take some time to be with you. Nobody else around. And you ask yourself, what is it do I want out of my life? Maybe you want to leave a legacy for your children. I know that's one of the things that I came up with. I wanted to start my own business so that I could leave a legacy for not only my children, but for my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren and even great-great-grandkids. Now, that's on another level, but that's how we have to think sometimes. Like, what is it that I want for my life? And so I started my business, Kiki Ramsey International, my coaching and training consulting firm, to do just that, so that I can leave a legacy. You might want to just live a good life by making more money. You might understand that you are meant to be the COO or the CEO or the CFO of some major corporation. Girlfriend, I know you got it in you, right? What is that you want for your life? You might want to live in a certain neighborhood or drive a certain car. You might want to be able to pay for your children's college tuition. Whatever it is for you, what is it? What is it going to take for you to get to that place? But you got to know what that looks like in order for you to even begin. So that's the number one question is, what do you want out of your life? What is it for you? So number two, what are you really, really good at? Let me say it again. What are you really, really good at? So you'll ask yourself, what am I really, really good at? Here's the deal. And this is why I love positive psychology so much, because it helps us to dig into our strengths, what we are really good at. Did you know that working from a strengths-based perspective is so powerful when it comes to reaching your goals, even more powerful than working on your weaknesses? I know this might be a shocker, because if you think about it, most of the time we're always trying to work and build up our weaknesses, right? We're trying to work and build up that muscle in our weaknesses. But here's the thing, this is what I think about all the time. For the weaknesses that we have, most of the time we can either get someone else to do that job, or those will actually build up as you're working on your strengths. And so I want to know what you're really, really good at. This question is so key, especially if you're trying to figure out your purpose in life, figure out that next career move or that next business move in your life. Knowing what you're really good at is so very key, because when you work within your strengths, you go far. I mean, that's just the honest to goodness truth. When you work within your strengths, you go far. I sat down a long time ago trying to figure out what my purpose is. And I'm going to tell you, it was a process. It was a grueling process to really sit down and try to figure out what I'm good, what my purpose is. But I started with this question, what are you good at, Kiki? And I realized that I was good at communicating. I was good at motivating and inspiring women to be their best selves. I was good at writing, and so these are the things that I sat down and I wrote down, and I was like, okay, if I'm really good at these things, then how can I use these things to benefit not only just myself, but to benefit other people? And we're going to get to that. That's going to be one of our questions as well. But that's how I came up with where I'm at. Now, a lot of us may be sitting in positions and jobs that we're not necessarily good at. We may be doing things that we think we should be doing, but in all honesty, we should not be doing at all. Sometimes you're just going to have to quit doing that thing. I ain't telling you to quit your job, girl. That ain't what I said, right? I'm not telling you to quit your job. What I am telling you to do is assess where you are. Are you really working from your strengths? Or are you working from your weaknesses? And if you're working from your weaknesses, figure out how to really change that around so that you can begin working from your strengths. So ask yourself, what are you really, really good at? Number 3, what makes you smile? What makes you smile? Okay, so listen. I know this thing. This question might seem real elementary to some people, but let me just tell you, it's not. It's not elementary at all. Here's the thing. When you can find out what makes you smile, you will actually live a happier life. I mean, there's all these articles that are written about how to be happy, right? How to be happier. And I love them all because they're based in positive psychology. But one of the easiest ways to learn how to be happy in your life is to learn what makes you smile and to actually do and enjoy more of what makes you smile. So for me, I love my kiddos. Oh my God, they amaze me. My oldest, Tamazier, he's an adult. And then me and my husband, Jamil, we decided just to start over again. And so Mackenzie is almost 3 and Trey is 15 months. Tamazier, my oldest, is 25. Ooh, child, don't I look good? I know. But I'm just saying, like, they bring me so much joy, which goes back to the first question. What do I want out of my life? I want to leave a legacy for my children, right? They make me smile. My husband makes me smile. He is just an amazing person. He's my biggest supporter, my biggest fan. He's also the biggest person who pushes me, right? Sometimes to my limit. But okay, we're not going to talk about that. But he pushes me to be the best Kiki Ramsey that I can absolutely be. And that alone makes me smile. My job, in terms of me pouring into the lives of women, helping you be successful, me coaching you, me training you, me helping you become a bigger and better leader, that absolutely makes me smile. What is it that really makes you smile? Because when you can figure this out, then your life absolutely gets better. So number 4, what makes you cry? Yes, I said it. What makes you cry? You're like, Kiki, girl, what are you doing to me? How are these questions supposed to change my life? I know, but listen to me. I wouldn't be telling you these questions if they did not help me get to the place that I am today. I am able to coach executives in the top Fortune 500 companies. I am able to train executives in the top companies, right? Because I actually figured this out in my life. So here's the thing. For me, how this came about is I figured out also what made me cry. I grew up sleeping on a couch in a crack house while my mom was upstairs getting high. Yes, she was addicted to crack cocaine. And it was a very difficult upbringing for me. It was difficult times. But what was even more difficult was me watching my mom suffer with her drug addiction. And so I actually set out on a mission from as early as age 10 to try to help my mom get off of drugs. She's no longer with us, and I miss her every single day. I can't even tell you. So that's a whole nother story. But she died of pancreatic cancer, and I struggled watching her. I struggled watching her deal with her addiction. It was really, really hard. And so as I set out on the journey to help her overcome her addiction, other women started asking me for help with their addiction and their challenges and their problems in their life. And this actually put me on the road that I continue to follow and that I actually dedicated my entire career to, which is helping women succeed via coaching and training. And so it made me cry to see her suffer with her drug addiction every single day. It made me cry to see her want a better job but couldn't get it because she couldn't get herself out of the bed some days. It made me cry. And so I'm asking you, what makes you cry? What is that thing that you see that honestly makes you cry? Because that thing right there, that thing may be your absolute purpose in life. And I made the thing that made me cry, which was watching my mom suffer through her addiction and watching other women struggle with their problems, my ultimate purpose in life. And it may be the same for you. So I'm going to ask you again, what makes you cry? I know this may not be easy, which is the reason why I'm telling you to sit and think about these things, away from other people. What other people got to think right now don't matter. These 5 questions are the only thing that matters, and they have to come from you. They have to come from within, okay? And the last question is, how can I use what I'm good at to change someone else's life? How can I use what I'm good at to make someone else's life better? So it goes right back to that first question that you ask yourself: what you want out of life, what makes you smile, what makes you cry, all of those things you have to ask yourself, and it culminates into this one question: how can your gifts and your talents, because guess what, girl? You got gifts. You got talents. Maybe you might not know them, but you do. You have gifts and you have talents, and it is your job to try to figure out what those are. And so you want to ask yourself, how can my gifts and talents make someone's life better? Here's the thing about purpose, right? A lot of us, talk about purpose, and I love to talk about purpose. I actually have a 8-week program called Pursuit of Your Purpose. The link to that program is in the description, but it's where I walk women through an 8-week process to actually discover their purpose in life. But we talk about purpose, and a lot of women I talk to say, I know what my purpose is to help people. Yes, boo-boo, I know that. All of our purposes, all of us, men, women, whoever, our purpose is to help people. But the job is to figure out how. What is the vehicle in which you help people to thrive, to survive, to reach their goals? What's the vehicle, right? And so that is what I want you to try to figure out. But you have to figure it out by answering the question, how can I use my gifts that I have to actually help someone and make their life better? When I sat down and I tried to figure this out for myself, I took an inventory of all of my strengths, all of my weaknesses, and all of that kind of stuff, and I decided to focus on my strengths. I was like, Kiki, you are an amazing communicator. You help women overcome some of the hardest challenges of their lives. You are an amazing motivator. You have this kind of sense about yourself to be able to enthuse positivity and motivation into other people. And so I took all that and said, you know what? I think that I should use my gifts and my talents as a speaker. And so therefore I started my business as a speaker and a trainer. And then people started asking me, hey, Kiki, I get what you're saying about taking your life to the next level or reaching your goals. How though? But how can I really apply that to my life? And that thing was called coaching. I didn't know it at the time, but I ended up going back to school and I got a master's degree in positive psychology coaching. And I also got certified by the International Coach Federation, and I am a professionally certified coach because I take my craft seriously. I take it real seriously, and I really wanted to know how to really help people. So I want you to ask yourself that question. So I have a gift for you. Now, these are just 5, and I think that if you start with these 5, you're going to be okay. Like, you're literally going to be good. But I actually wrote a book a couple of years back, and it's called Get Courageous, A Woman's Guide to Finding Her Passions and Purpose in Life. And in chapter 2 of this book, I actually have about 10 more questions that can help you discover your purpose and really help you figure out who you are and who you want to be. And so these are called passion-driven and purpose-driven questions. And so this is the book, but here's the deal. I give a free copy of chapter 2 for you for free. So you can go ahead and get these questions by just subscribing to get the free chapter. And the link is also in the description here on this video, because my goal is to really help you. That's what I want to see. I think that if we have a world full of women who understand who they are and are courageous enough to step out there and go after what they want in their lives, we're going to be a nation of powerful, mighty forces, right? And so that's my little contribution to you, is to help you with that. So you can go ahead and get that free chapter, and also you can check out the Pursuit of Your Purpose coaching course that I built just for you if you want to go deeper with this topic. But I believe in you. Let me just tell you, you are not broken. You absolutely have everything you need to succeed. Sometimes we just need a little help. So if you like this video, more of these are going to be coming every single week. So I want you to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of when I upload the next video. Until next time, stay positive.